Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into an intriguing comparison between the Philippine Navy's Pilar-class offshore patrol vessels and China's Type 054 and Type 054A Jiangkai-class frigates. While at first glance the Chinese warships seem superior, a closer look at their sensors and combat management systems tells a different story. Let's break it down. It might surprise many, but the combat management and sensor subsystems installed on the Philippine Navy's Pilar-class offshore patrol vessels actually outperform those on the Chinese Navy's Type 054A frigates. Despite being newer frigates built in the mid-2000s, the Type 054 and Type 054A rely on outdated, copied French subsystems from the 1980s. In contrast, the Pilar-class features modernized systems more capable of handling today's threats. Sensors and combat management system on the Pilar-class includes: Number 1. Combat Management System, CMS Saab 9LV Mk4, a highly capable and modern CMS used by many advanced navies worldwide. Integrates all sensors and weapons into a single interface for improved situational awareness and real-time decision-making. Supports future upgrades, including missile integration. Number 2. Air and Surface Surveillance Radar, Saab Giraffe AMB 3D, a highly advanced 3D surveillance radar with superior tracking capabilities. Provides 360-degree coverage for air and surface targets. Used by multiple modern navies, including the U.S. Navy's Littoral Combat Ships, LCS. Superior to the Type 382 radar on the Chinese Type 054A, which is based on 1980s technology. Number 3. Navigation and Fire Control Radar, Furno Navigation Radar and Saab EOS 500. Furno Navigation Radar is a reliable commercial system used for safe maritime operations. Saab EOS 500 is an electro-optical tracking system that enhances target acquisition and fire control, improving accuracy in gunnery engagements. Number 4. Electronic Support Measures, Elisra C-ESM from Elisra. Provides passive detection of enemy radars and electronic signals. Can detect, classify, and track enemy ships and aircraft without actively emitting radar signals, reducing the ship's detectability. Decoy System, Terma C-Guard, a modern soft-kill defense system that deploys chaff and infrared decoys to protect against missile threats. More advanced than the decoy systems on the Type 054A frigates, which rely on older Type 726-4 decoy launchers. Even the Type 054 frigate itself is a poor imitation of the French Lafayette-class frigate, minus the automation that made the original French design so advanced. This gives the Pilar-class a clear advantage in terms of situational awareness and battle management. Of course, the primary advantage of the Type 054A frigate is its armament. Compared to the lightly armed Pilar-class, the Type 054A carries a full suite of frigate-level weaponry. A PJ 26-76mm main gun, 2 Type 730 close-in weapon systems, CIWS, a 32-cell vertical launch system, VLS, for HQ, 16 surface-to-air missiles, and U-8 anti-submarine rockets, 2 quadruple launchers for YJ, 83 anti-ship missiles, 12 Type 87 anti-submarine rocket launchers, 2 triple torpedo launchers. In contrast, the Pilar-class is armed only with an Odo Melara 76mm compact gun and 2 Mk. 38 Mod 2 25mm autocannons. Clearly, the Pilar-class lacks the offensive and defensive missile capabilities needed to match the Type 054A. However, this is something the Philippine Navy can address if it chooses to. The Pilar-class ships were originally Hamilton-class cutters of the U.S. Coast Guard and were previously fitted with phalanx CIWS and Harpoon anti-ship missile launchers. These upgrades can be reinstated and possibly improved upon. A feasible option would be integrating the following upgrades: a modern CIWS, such as the Goktena's 35mm CIWS, which offers excellent protection against incoming threats. Sea-Star anti-ship missiles, similar to those planned for the upcoming Miguel Malvar-class guided missile frigates. The Naval Group's Multi-Purpose Modular Launching System, MPLS, which can fire. Mistral, 3 short-range surface-to-air missiles, which can also be used in a surface-to-surface role. Acheron anti-tank missiles, similar in function to the Spike ER/NLOS, used on multi-purpose attack craft and fast attack interdiction craft, or commonly known as Elisra-class boats. Thales lightweight multi-role missiles, LMM, as an alternative to the Mistral 3. With just 2 of these modular launchers per ship, the Pilar-class would gain a significant improvement in its defensive and offensive capabilities. This system could also function as a missile-based CIWS, similar to the American RAM or the Chinese HHQ-10. For a more budget-friendly approach, the Philippine Navy could consider the Simbit RC, the same system installed on the Jose Rizal-class frigates. The newer quad-launcher variant would allow for missiles to be ready for launch at any given time. Another critical upgrade would be adding torpedo capabilities. Installing 2 triple torpedo tube launchers, similar to those on the Jose Rizal and Miguel Malvar-class frigates, would grant the Pilar-class an anti-submarine capability. These could be mounted in place of the Mk4 Mod 2 autocannons, which could be relocated slightly toward the rear. Some might argue that upgrading the Pilar-class would be a waste of resources, since these ships will eventually be retired. However, the key advantage is that all these additional weapon systems can be transferred to future Philippine Navy vessels. Whether they are installed on newer offshore patrol vessels or even future guided missile corvettes, the investment in these systems would not go to waste. By implementing these upgrades, the Philippine Navy's Pilar-class would transform from outdated patrol vessels into formidable warships, surpassing even the Type 054 frigates in both weaponry and sensor capabilities. So, should the Philippine Navy pursue these upgrades? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest defense and military analysis videos. Until next time, stay informed and stay vigilant.